Welcome back to a new tutorial. We are make today materials of all our stuff that we did. So we start here with our dashboard. We make a copy of them, Shift D, and then we look which modifier we have on it. It is on level 2. Um, we apply them. Now we have that. That is our model. And now when we want to texture that correctly, we need to do some. We need to mark seams and unwrap them correctly. So we mark the inner line here and go down to UV shading. That is here. And there is mark seam. Then it was red when we click that. So that is marked. At these points that are red, later will be cutted to make this 3D object to a 2D picture. So we make that with all holes, we mark them and mark seam. Same here, mark seam, the same here, and this holds too. But that isn't enough for that. He must cut off the completely model. So he needs more where he can cut. So we mark the loop here that goes around the whole stuff here and mark them too. At the other side too. We take this one and mark seam. Then at the down part, uh, please only cut there where nobody can see, uh, because where this cut is, there the textures from left to right don't fit together, and you see there is a prop. Because of that, should your mark always be there where nobody sees them. So that means here we have maybe a problem with that. So that means we click here to mark that. Oh, it crashed. Okay, so we start again. Good. Then the dashboard we set. Where is it? Here. So Shift D, like I said before, apply, then edit mode, and mark seams, and here mark seam, and at this hole mark seam, and at that here too, and at the straight one, and at this straight one. So we save that, file, save. Good. Then we need to mark up the down part. I said it last time before he crashes, what I don't like. For down part, is that okay to make there a loop? But here where we see it, it isn't okay. So we delete here these marks to this point where we don't see it, and that we can mark. That's no problem. So we mark seam. So you must think on it. These are the lines where the model will be cutted. So you must know where you cut to open this 3D model to a 2D model. I've made for that tutorials that called UV for beginners, for middle skill, and so on. Better you look them before, maybe when you need to know it. Other times it's eagle. Okay. Then we see at the front we can't cut. Then we see later and we get problems. So only make it there where nobody sees them. That is here, that is okay. Mark seam. At the down part we haven't one. That is one. And it is nearly down. Maybe here we delete that. But the rest we can let. We don't see them. So mark seam. Then we need a cut from one line to the other. Go back, mark seam. So we can click here on this point, hold shift and go to that point and right mouse button. And then we can with control, with holding control, then we can mark from that point to that point. So we mark seam here. The same we make on the other side. Mark these 2 points, 1 and 2. Hold shift to select the second one. Hold control 2 and click on the line. Then you got this marked. Okay, so mark seam. That is good. We make a connection from here to here. Yeah, and mark seam. Same we make on the other side from here to here. It's only with hold control, that is enough. So click this point, hold control, click the other point. Okay, yeah, that is it. Okay, I have done that not so often. So, okay, we have the simple cut from the model. We hope that is enough. We save that. Now we need an unwrap of this thing there. So that means we have here a UV image editor. That is our 2D picture that should be on this 3D model. Because of that, we must unwrap that. That means he cut off where we make the red lines and make it so to a 2D model. This will be cutted and put it on 2D. And then we can paint them, put textures on, and so on. Good. So we make that. We go in edit mode, A to select all, and we make some before. Sorry. Object, apply rotation scale, because the dimensions must be applied. We change them. So add mode, A to select all, and U to unwrap now. And that is what we got then. That is where we cut it. There he cut it. You see, the holes are there, that are there, and where we cut it here straight through, that is here, and so on. That's all in now. Good. We go to the material. We need leather material for that. So we give them, we had one. So we type in here leather, and black leather we have. So you see what we got now. That is too big, sure. So we make a second one that we make with clicking on the 4 here. Then we got the letter 001 and we name it black letter dashboard. Dashboard. Okay, and you see that is too big. That is not that what we want. So because of that, we must make the scale of the texture higher. When we go here, we see how our model looks. And when we go here and get the black letter, let's see go. Good. Then we give here a 6, maybe. There are 6, and you see it will be smaller. And I think for that model we can take more. We try 9 and 9. That looks better. But it can maybe be smaller. So we try 40 and 40. Yeah, that looks more realistic. Yeah, I think that's good. Good. Then we need here, we have a diffuse material in the moment. You see it here with a 3D normal on it. We can first make it here lower from strength. Then you see it isn't that sharp or that heavy that before, but don't make too less. We want to have a little 3D effect on it. So I think I take 0.6. And now we need a gloss on that. That is plastic that has not much gloss, but it has gloss. So we add a shader, a mix shader, and we mix this diffuse color with a glossy. So we get here, add shader, a glossy shader. Here's white, and you have a roughness from 200. We get them here in the mixer. The mix method is now 50-50. So we have 50% diffuse material, the rest is glossy material. If we now play with them, so it is only glossy and that is only diffuse. So we must find a way that looks good for both. For that, I take now an input and where is it? Freshener, and we take them as a factor of mixing. Then you see we have here a light point, and so we got an effect for that. That is okay. You can handle that with this value here. How stronger you make it, that less is the glossy point there, and you must find your own stuff where you say that is good or that isn't good, that is too sharp, that is for metal or something else. That here can be good. So, and when we go here more in the black, then we see it will be better. And here for the reflections, we make them black too, but not as black as the top one. Then you see when we go near, we have a good looking effect. That is plastic from a car, like we know that. Good. I save that now. File save. We try a preview render. Maybe it is a little bit too fine. Yeah. We try a bigger texture. So we try here 9 and 9 here too. And we see there's too less. So we try, now we make it with texture. That's important. Sorry for that. We need here texture. We have a texture, so we need texture. That is to fine too. So we make 3. It looks wide. I must look. Sorry. So we have that. We go into that. We unwrap and type unwrap. So we have now texture and a point 3. When we make a 7, it is much more less detailed. That means we must type in here point 3 or something. And here same point 3. Then we have this material. I think it is a little bit too rough, but we will see. We rendered it, preview render. When we high up our glossy effect to white, then we see more the details of that. And roughness is maybe a little bit too much, but a little bit more we need, such like that. And for me, we can maybe go here stronger. Yeah. But we go here in a little gray maybe. Then we see it more, this texture there. And it's too great for me when you ask me, it's too great. So point one maybe is good. And here point one is good. And then we have an original material. Surely you don't see that from far away. But it is the material, and we can't take there such a big fat material that you see it, but it don't fix with the rest. Yeah, so we let that like it is. So we have that. That's a good material, I think. So we have that one. We save that. Good. So we built it before some things that must be built in here. So we go to our vent system. That is, oh, that's the wheel, steering wheel. Here is our vent system. Last time that we do that, uh, I look at that, and when you pull that, that must be closed completely. So this distance here is too much. So we must correct it. That means I apply this shade modifier there and get this here. I go here to this selection, that, and bring them near together, as near as it here is. It isn't much that is the difference between them, so we must make them more together, and then we can go on. So we have here the same distance, that is important for that. And this little guy here must be in the middle part there. Good. You see that here is now too large, so we must cut them a little. Well, make them smaller. So we get here back face and select all. Well, there was selection behind there. That is a problem, so make it once again, and then it's no problem. So make it here at the same. This one we bring in here. We have user view, that is bad. We go to front view, completely from front. It's better for looking. Then we mark that here and go back to the base material there. Here the same. Go in edit mode. Get only this back. Bring it back. Good. We see that isn't connected together as one. That we will push into the hole that we made in our other stuff there. I think for that it's better when we get this line here, the outer line, to scale them in one direction, so scale y0. Then we go back, and then it's completely closed. It's better for us to input that in a hole, and we don't have the problems with is there a hole, do you see something else there, and so on. Scale y0, bring back, wonderful. Now we join them all together as one. That means we get that, 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 and these points you see what is selected. And we need to select all this stuff and join them together as one. You can try that when you click them and grab them and nothing but leave standing, so we have done it. Okay, so we bring them to our system where we put it in. That was the last layer, maybe? Yeah, it is the last layer. So we go here and make a move to this layer here. Then we go to the layer. For this car, we must make here. There is some here too, and there at the end is one too. So we try to plug that in that it correctly fits with the model. So we drag them around and find the position for that. You see that is smaller in the set, so we go a little deeper there, and then we get that, and when we go in and look from the front, we see here is more space. When we go a little bit deeper, there isn't then a space. I think that is good for that. So, but we have the same problem. For a good material, a good texture on it, we need to unwrap that correctly, and when we unwrap, we need to mark seams. So we mark seams now again. We go in the edit mode. We go at the back part of each of these things here, and the last here, and the last at the top. That is what we mark seam. That we make with all. So that, and that, and the back. So we cut there where nobody sees that we cut. When we cut here, then you see that we cut. So think on that when you do that. Hide your cutters. Mark seam, same at the last two things there, and that here. Good. Mark seam. So we have mark seam that, but not the rest. We have here other things that we must mark too. We can make here the down part that nobody sees, that here nobody sees. So we marked it. And now we have a good looking result there. The same is here on the side of that. We go in here. That is that one here. Goes from here to here. You see that? We can mark that. And we can mark here down. So we click that back side there. You see it? Back side, and we mark that too. And the bottom we can mark because nobody sees that layer here. So we can do it. Okay. Then here the back part we can also mark seam. And when we now hit unwrap, we will later see how it looks. And then we can tweak them around. But we have other models where we must mark seams. That is here, the circle. We mark seam the one side, the other side, and a cut in the back that goes completely through it, so he can make it open to a 2D model. Good. Same as with the outer model here. We can mark the back side because nobody sees that. So we get that. Mark seam. We get this one here. That is the barrier. And there we can mark seam. And here too. And then he cuts here in the front, but we need the other cut here at the main window, I call it. You see what I mean? That needs mark seam. Then here is the inner part. We mark them completely and mark seam 2. And we have a deepness, so we go at the back face of the L. You see this back face of the L. Mark them with seam 2. Good. We have that. Let us see what that makes. We make file save before. Then we make here edit mode. Select all with A. U to unwrap. And, oh, before we do it, sorry. Object, apply, rotation scale. Don't forget it anytime. When you want to unwrap, it must be completely good. And I see our origin is not in the middle, it's on the side, so that's wrong. So we go here and go origin to geometry. So that goes to the middle of the geometry. Then we make an unwrap, U unwrap, and we get in the UV image editor, we get this result. That is our unwrap that we done. You see that it's not perfect, but it is an unwrap. So now we give them a material. It should be a plastic material, but without leather. So we can't take a leather for that. We must take black plastic for that. So we go here and look what we have for a material. We type in black, and we have made a black plastic. Now we look how it looks on our model, because our model is the other size at the other one, yeah. And we see there is no deepness in there. There's only a diffuse shader. That's back for that. So we make our new material. We make new and call it black plastic vent. Good. Then we go here. We need a rough structure. Plastic isn't really glass or like glass or something else. It has a roughness. So what we need is some that makes the roughness for us, and that are internal textures. They call procedural textures, and that are here under textures, and that we can say we want to take a noise texture. I can show you what it is. A noise texture when we add here a mix a mix shader. So we mix our diffuse material with another material. So with Shift D we can copy that and make it here in the mixer. And we give here a black, well, red material. Then you see that is the mix 50-50. When you go to left, it's only white. To right, only red. In the half, it's the half of that. So, but when we use the noise as a factor of mixing, then we get another result. We get this result, like some dirt on it, or something else. You know what I mean. And when we go here from the scale of this dirt higher, then we have a plastic. So we go here to, we try 30. Oh, you see, better. But not really good, so we make 50. It isn't good, so we go in and make 100. It isn't, so we go to 500. Now we come in the value that is like plastic, so but plastic isn't red. So we go here to black. We don't mix that with a diffuse shader. We make that gone and take here a glossy shader. So shader, glossy, make them on here. We have now here roughness from 200 from the glossy. That means this gloss point is like that. You see, it looks a little bit like an Xmas ball or something else. That isn't that what we want. So we give them here another way to do that. He needs a deep too. So we can take here this vector and make it a displacement. You see what happens? He tries to make it real, but it is too much for him to shade that correctly. So we add a converter, a mass converter, and make him between the noise factor and the displacement. Then we can say here the method to mix that is a multiply. You see here change. And we don't take here the factor, we take the color. Then we go here down to a value of 0.003. You see, it is better, but it isn't good. So we go here deeper from the color. We go to gray or something that we have an original material like plastic. I would say a little bit lighter, such like, yeah, that is good, I think. We can tweak that later a bit. Maybe this class point here is a little bit too rough. We can try to make it a little better. Yeah, you must see it in the right light, then it turns to have another style there. But I see we must here take this parts and bring them to the front there. That looks wired when it come out there. So that's better. Good. We have that one. Now we need the same one on the other side, but it must be mirrored. So we make Shift D to copy that. But we need the wheel on this side. So what we make? We have this one and the wheel must be there. So we go in there and say Object, Apply, Rotation Scale. Then we go to Object, Mirror, Interactive Mirror. Click left. Now hold the middle mouse wheel and move the mouse, and you see it turns in every direction you want. We take that where the round stuff looks at the left side. We let the middle mouse wheel go and click one left click with the mouse, and now we have turned it in the direction that we need. We look from front. You see here is a problem, but that is from this was not our object, so it's equal. Don't worry about that. Good. We have that. Then we have seen in the original, here are two vents of them too. So we make a copy of that, Shift D, and a copy of that, Shift D, and then it should work. But better, I see we make it on the other side. So we make that on the left side, and that on the right side. And we see it don't fit correctly. So there are two options. We can change the whole complex model, or we can make it with the simple objects. And I would say we make it with the simple objects. So we join them together as one, and then we get this middle part here, mark them, and scale to the X. We can also make one with the spacebar, search, and then bridge edge loops like that, and then you have a bridge between them. Then we have here a colored object, and it really fits up good. That's what we need. Good, we have that. Now we need a speedometer in there. So we file save and we go to our speedometer. That is the ashtray. We must put them in two. He is normally there. We must look that later. We have, that is the wheel. Here we have the speedometer. The speedometer has glass in front of it. You don't see it here because we don't have made it at this time, but we must make it. You see here the battery symbol must be more back, but in front. And then we need to extrude them because there's a glass in front of that. So we go in edit mode, extrude, bring them out, and we need there an glass material. So we get here plus, we need another material, and we need a glass. So we give here glass, and there is from the front lights glass, shader, and you see that is glass, and we say assign. It looks not that is transparent, but when you get in preview render, you will see it is transparent. That is only this view that we now see, and that's not the end of that. So extrude here, go out, make the same, give them plus material and a glass shader material and accept that, then we have that. Good. That is that. Now we get this whole stuff there with marked at all. Then we try to join them as one. Wait, have a function. Yeah, all good. Wonderful. So we move them to the last layer where the rest is. That is here. And we go there. And now we see we have that. That we must place into this dashboard. But don't forget, beside that comes the radio and the wind steering and so on. Only that part is for our speedometer there. So that means it must be some like that in that position there, yeah? You know, okay. So we have that. Then we go to our radio. That is that here, the number 6. We look, that isn't applied altogether, so we must go in there and mark that all and join them as one. And then we can grab and all is there. Okay, we move them to the last layer 2, go to the last layer, front view, scale it down from size, and put them into this dashboard 2. So grabbing, scaling, and then we see we position them at the top, such like that. We must look at the original. We see here there comes 3 and 3. We have bullet them, so we only need to take them later. We go here, and with that one we go more to the side, to the right side, so we can make this 3 buttons there and here the vent steering later. And we see we are not in the object, so we go back to Y, that we are on the same height as our speedometer is. Good, we have that. So that was it for today. Next time we'll make here the rest and this ashtray shit there, and here this thing there, and then we see us. Okay, so bye. See you.